Welcome into another edition of Panthers Pipeline, everybody. Doug Plagens, Jameson here with you as always. We're in 3 different locations here, and we're going to go overseas now. We've got one of the Panthers prospects joining us here, kind enough to stop by here on Panthers Pipeline. Panthers 6th-round pick in 2021, coming off a great tournament for Czechia in the World Juniors. Jakub Kos here with us. Jakub, thank you very much for stopping by this morning, afternoon where you are over there currently in Finland here on Panthers Pipeline.
Yeah, hello, thank you too.
Well, the first thing I got to ask you, as we said, it's been an eventful season here for you. But first, you have been with Team Czechia now in the last 2 World Junior tournaments. You guys got to that final game. You got a silver medal this time around. You had some big moments in the tournament as well. Overall, how valuable and how fun was that tournament for you and for your country?
Yeah, it was amazing tournament. Like, we had amazing group there, a group of people, the coaches, like the staff. Like all the people who was there, it was like one of the best 4 weeks like in my life. So that's amazing moments in that 4 weeks, and of course we bring the medal. So like that's amazing.
Before we get to this past tournament, what was it like just having 2 tournaments so close together? You were over in the World Juniors, the makeup tournament in the summer, and then suddenly you're right back at it in December and January here. Just what was that like, that whole process? I'm sure a lot going on for you.
Yeah, it was like kind of weird, but also it was good because almost everybody who was in that December tournament had like experience from that summer tournament. So I think it helped us like also that for our team that summer tournament. So I would say that it was positive for us.
And clearly it helped because you guys did go from that tournament to, like you said, getting silver in this last tournament. For yourself, the game time goal in the gold medal game to get it to overtime, which I know everyone just was so happy it went to overtime because everyone wants more World Junior hockey. Just talk us through that goal. What was that moment like, and how many times have you watched it since you scored it?
Yeah, I watched it many times. That's for sure. But like, I don't know. It was yeah. Of course, it was a lucky goal. But in the final, like I don't care what goal like I will score. So, but yeah, it was one of the maybe best feeling what I ever had. Like tight goal, and like everything was open, and I think in that moment, like to the end of the game, we was overplaying like Canada, so we could score that 3rd goal. But yeah, like tough loss in the overtime. But yeah, that goal was amazing.
Well, we have to say congratulations. You got the silver medal. And it seems like hockey in Czechia is really on the rise quite a bit. I know there have been a lot of big-time NHL players and global hockey figures who've come out of Czechia, going all the way back to, Dominik Hasek and the Olympic gold back in '98 and everything like that. But over recent years, it seems like Czechia is on the rise, and you got a Czech here with the Panthers too, in Radko Gudas. But looking at just the general scope of hockey in Czechia, what's been the biggest factor, I guess, the rise in the talent level that you've seen recently?
I don't know how I would say this now, but yeah, I think there's a lot of talented guys right now, like the 04, 05, 03s. Like every that like year 04s, everybody have like in that category some talented players. So like I hope that the Czechia will rise and will bring more medals in the next years. So yeah, I would say that also that yeah, we can have a lot of success in the future.
And who's been your favorite hockey player growing up?
Like, yeah, I have to say Jaromir Jagr. Like I was watching that all the time. Like I have to say that.
And Jakub, on that, how much of Jagr did you watch when he was with the Panthers? Because you're still a young guy. I'm sure that was pretty fun watching him here.
Yeah. Of course. I remember that he was playing, and I was always seeing that videos from that locker room and how he was living like close to the arena and this kind of stuff. So yeah, I remember this.
I know Doug and I both remember those days really well, and he was just a larger than life figure. And all the stories you've heard about him are all true. He's just that amazing. So looking back at Czechia, like Doug was saying, this was your guys' first medal since 2005 at the World Juniors. What's the buzz like over in Czechia? We're obviously over here. We don't know what's going on, but what are things like back home there? And just, did you get any interesting phone calls, anything like that after you won the silver?
Yeah, it was big. Like everybody was watching the games. Like I don't know how much people watched that semifinal game because it was with the good time in the Czech. So I think maybe million people watched that game, and like everybody was talking about that. Like even yeah, I have that funny, like my parents were saying to me, like they was texting like so many people that they don't even know that, yeah, congratulations, I'm watching the games. Like it was like really everybody was watching the games.
And I guess just in terms of that, what's we wanted to get to know a little bit more about you growing up. What was life like in Czechia? And I hope we're saying the name of your hometown correctly. Kurim, are we pronouncing
Yeah,
it correctly?
yeah.
So tell us what kind of city that is.
Yeah, Kuzim. It's like yeah, it's 11,000 like city. It's not big, but there's yeah, it's like I was living there whole life. I was like going to trainings to Brno. It's like 15 minutes with the car. So like my mom have to always like pick me at the school. So she have to drive me there. It was kind of like hard the years when I was still young, but then it was just I always remember it the good way. And I always, when I'm in summer, I always coming back there, and I have friends there, and also of course family, and I always like to like come there back.
And you talk about that when you are back home. You said it's a small town, 11,000 people. What do you do when you are back home and you're not playing hockey? What's for fun in Kirim?
If I would be like straight, there's like new hockey rink, first like hockey rink in that city. There was never before, and actually that like my dad's friend owns that, so I always can go on the ice. So it's like kind of fun. I can go with my friends and with my family. So yeah, and there's also like handball and everything. Like sports center is there, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
many sport things what we can do there.
And when you read about Czechia, all you read about is castles and the landscapes. Are there castles in Kirim? Is there fun places to visit for tourists, things like that?
Yeah, I think there's one castle, but I don't know.
There's castles everywhere. That's
Yeah,
all I hear
there's
about for
castles
Czechia.
everywhere. Like you don't know where everywhere is it.
Was there another sport growing up other than hockey, maybe that
Yeah,
you
of
played a
course.
lot?
Yeah, of course. There is soccer and hockey. There is like two big sports, and now like there is MMA a
Yeah.
lot of this kind of stuff, a lot. So there is like hockey, soccer, and MMA. These three things. There is like a lot of popular, and like I think also that Czech people are like they like to watch sport. So like every big thing what is in Czech, like everybody's watching that, and they are like talking about that. So that's the good thing about Czech.
And for you, as you've gone along in your hockey career, doing what a lot of guys around the world in different leagues, doesn't matter where they are, what a lot of guys do, and that's move away from home. And what's that experience been like for you now, playing in Finland where you are?
Yeah, I'm here like almost 4 years, so that's kind of like a lot. But yeah, it's like I didn't get the question, but
Well,
can you,
what's life like been like, and how's it been adjusting to moving away from Czechia, going to play in another country?
yeah, like I would say it was just normal. Like I went to Finland play because of hockey. So I'm here 4 years, and I like that here. Like I'm playing hockey here. Everything is fine. Like pretty cold sometimes. Not like in Miami right now, Florida. So yeah, but yeah, it's nice here.
And Doug and I, of course, we've been to Finland with the Panthers back in the day. We have a lot of Finns here on the Panthers. The biggest thing there is, of course, the sauna culture. Have you adopted that? Are you a big sauna guy now?
Yeah, I am. Like when I was living like in the last apartment, I had sauna there. Always when I had the free time, I always went to sauna and like just chilling there. And it's yeah, the friends was coming and it was just fun.
And you look at, of course, where you are now, like we said, you're playing over in Finland. Over the past couple of seasons, you have played quite a few games in Liga, the top league over there. When you've been in Liga, what have you just learned about what you need to do to take that next step? Because, of course, you're still only just 19 years old.
Yeah, it's all about like get the strength, get the speed with the puck, and just work on yourself every day on the training. And do extra training. That's all about.
And Jakub, I want to go back a little bit to when you were drafted by the Panthers. What was it like to find out that you had your name called at the NHL draft and you were selected by the Panthers? And now, how much day to day do you follow the Panthers and how their season is going?
Yeah, it was like how I said, it was amazing feeling to get see my name, and I remember that like a lot from that day. So that was amazing. But yeah, of course, I am following Panthers a lot. I am when I have that like that time when we have here that games are going in the evening. Of course, always when Florida is playing, I'm watching that games. So yeah, I'm following Panthers pretty much.
And on that, you finally got to come to Florida. Obviously, there was a couple of COVID years, but we got back to normal this past summer. You got to come here for D camp and got to experience South Florida. Just what was that like for you? I know we were there. You guys did so much fun stuff. You did the on ice, you did the off ice, you went to the beach, you did cooking. Just what sticks out to you from that trip?
Yeah, it was so great trip. I remember that a lot of good stuff from that. Yeah, I was first time in USA, so that was like kind of first thing, in the Miami and in like Florida. It was just like amazing trip. I enjoyed a lot with the guys, and like the program was great. We was doing so many fun things. So yeah, of course.
And your guys' hotel was right there on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Just what was it like waking up with the guys and just walking out to the ocean every day?
Yeah. How I said, it was like, it was, I don't know how to say, it was just perfect. I don't know.
But now that you've been here once, I mean, this is a part of your routine now. You're going to keep coming back every summer for camps. Just how excited are you to, now that you've been here, to come back?
Yeah, of course, I want to come back like right away when it's going to be.
Well, I know we're excited to be able to see you again here stateside. I guess the last thing for me here, Jakub, kind of a basic question, but I know it's the middle of the afternoon. It looks like it's pretty dark there behind you, though. I know the sun goes down sort of early. What's the rest of your day like? What do you have going on the rest of the day?
It's like a pretty good question. Like I have now pretty much school in this week. I am ending like the first half of the school. So before this interview, I had one test, and after this interview, I have another test. So that's my program for today.
Well, we wish you the best of luck on that. Certainly the best of luck on the rest of your season coming up, and it's been a lot of fun watching you play, watching your progress. And again, I know we're excited to see you back here again coming up over the summer. But Jakub Kos, kind enough to stop by here with us on Panthers Pipeline. We thank you very much for your time, and like I said, best of luck in the rest of your season.
Yeah, thank you so much.